Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for May. Hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Sagittarius, so take what resonates for you, just leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Sagittarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Wow. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, you're starting out with the Six of Wands. You have the King of Wands. And coming out together is the Four of Wands along with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So Sagittarius, you've got something really good going on here. You're stepping into your power here with this King of Wands. There's a sense of success and recognition, something that is stable. I feel like you're being recognized, but you're not quite getting the money that you want just yet. Some of you, this is a promotion. Others of you, you could be like entering into a relationship here that is very stable and, you feel very successful about it. I do feel like if that's the case, that a lot of you guys are, you feel like you've just hit the jackpot and people are happy for you. I do feel like you're in you have a very commanding presence here. There's something to do with a celebration though. A celebration of a recognition and like stability here. However, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, be careful that you don't overdo it here because it could cause you some financial loss. So let me see. And the money is coming, so just be patient with that. Let me see who's in your energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the World, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So this is somebody who is experiencing a lot of conflict right now. Yeah, they're experiencing a lot of conflict. They're worried, they're stressed, there's a lot of anxiety, they're losing sleep, and it has to do with closing out a cycle so a new cycle can begin. So it's like this person might be in transition and it's just stressing them the heck out. So let me see the energy between, because your energy is very different. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. There we go. Oh, there's been a tower moment. There's been a tower moment here between you and this person. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Ten of Swords. Oh, okay. So there was a painful ending. Somebody feels betrayed. I feel like the person in your energy feels very betrayed. Because your energy is not looking that way at all. Now, there could have been an ending and you may have already like moved forward. This could also be you experiencing financial or, job success. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Sagittarius. Okay, so Judgment in the reverse. So if you've ended something with this person, Sagittarius, you're like, it's done. I'm over this. It's done. And I feel like you may be going out with friends. You may be, because you're in your power here. And this person is just upset, and it has to do with something that's ending. Yeah. Let me see. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It does indicate that there's this energy of it being an imbalance here. It was not an equal give and take. So let's clarify, Sagittarius. Why is the Six of Wands here? If you had conflict with this person, I feel like you won that conflict, but it did cause a tower moment. Page of Wands. Three of Coins in the reverse. Be careful that you don't speak before, you know, you think, because that could cost you in the long run. I do feel like a lot of you may have moved towards somebody else. There's somebody in your circle, a new energy here. And you feel like that was the person you'd been waiting for. There's an energy here of no longer waiting, and feeling like your future doesn't really lie with this person. It lies with somebody else. Why is the King of Wands here? Yeah. There it is again, Page of Pentacles. Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there could have been some overlap. You may have met somebody new before you actually ended things with this person, and that's why this person is feeling betrayed. I do feel like you're not talking to this person. You may feel like there's something there could be some text going back and forth, but as far as like physically talking to them, I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're not really offering much to them. And there's definitely somebody new here in your energy. So let me look at let me see the bottom energy for Sagittarius. Yeah, you've lost the emotions for this person here in your past. This is a past person. This is ending. They're upset about this, but you feel like the love is gone. So Queen of Cups reverse, Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving on with someone else. You've ended this. You've lost that loving feeling. I feel like you feel that you've learned everything you need to or can from this connection. And there's somebody new that you're moving towards. You feel like there's just no more love in this connection. And you're happy to be moving towards someone new. So it's like you're closing out something with somebody from your past, and you definitely are moving towards a new person. You definitely also have options here. Why is the World here? Let's look at their energy. So they feel like you lied to them. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This person feels like you lied to them. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius. But this person feels like, you know, you didn't provide the clarity that they needed, that you weren't honest and truthful with them. They're holding you responsible for this Tower moment. And it kind of does look like that is true. Let me see why the Nine of Swords is here. This person is having a very difficult time. They could be a little bitter about this ending. Yeah. King of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, they're worried about what it is that you're doing. They're wondering if this was a karmic connection. They're missing the physical closeness that the two of you had. I feel like this person thinks a lot about you at night in particular. They feel betrayed. This has been extremely painful for them. I don't see them taking any action towards you. Their energy is rather depressed. Why is the Five of Wands here? Justice. They want justice in the situation. So for some of you, this person could be filing something legally, but they want justice. They felt like the two of you were going to be together forever. I feel like you have been with this person for a very long time. If they are filing anything legally, they're very conflicted about that. But I feel like they would rather balance things out. They still see you as being their Ten of Coins. I also feel like this person is highly supported by close friends or family. So let me see this Tower moment between you and them. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? Between Sagittarius and this person. The Death card in reverse. and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you just didn't want to end this between you and this person. There was some toxic energy where you were already interfacing with other people. There were other new energies present. You had already kind of felt that the two of you were not supposed to be together. You weren't destined together. But the Tower moment came because of the overlap. That's why this person felt like you deceived them, that there was lying and cheating. You know, this person that doesn't want to deal with the toxic energy. Yeah, they feel like you were toxic and they don't want to deal with toxic energy. And I have to say, you know, for those of you that are listening to it now, you could very well be, the energies could have reversed. And if so, just get in where you fit in. But I have to say that the overlap is definitely, you know, a bit toxic. You could have met somebody new at some kind of a social event. And that really, this new person really kind of changed your perspective here. But this Tower moment was caused because this person didn't want to be involved in toxic energy. And there was somebody new that was introduced before the connection was actually over. So that makes sense why this person feels betrayed. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here? All right, so we have the Star card. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn. Scorpio is actually pretty strong here. Libra is here as well. And the Nine of Wands. So this person was willing to work through this. They don't trust you at this point. They're exhausted. They feel like, you know, this ending has just worn them out. They are holding you accountable for that ending. And with the Star card in reverse, they feel like you crushed every dream that they had. Now, from your perspective, though, you felt like this wasn't an equal situation. I do feel like you have some regrets for hurting this person. I don't think you meant to hurt this person. I just think that somebody new came into your energy, caught your eye, likely at a social event, and you were like, you know, it made you realize that this connection you were in was just not for you. So I don't see that you were like trying to hurt this person, but unfortunately it did. And I feel like you're uneasy with that. I feel like that's not what you were intending to do at all. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius at the end of the week. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius at the end of the week. All right, Knight of Wands, King of Swords reversed, and the Lovers. So what I'm seeing is by the end of the week, I don't feel like this connection will come back together. There may be some communication, though. I do feel like there's going to be communication. However, I don't feel like you're going to be quite honest with this person. King of Swords in the reverse, you really don't want to have this conversation. And I don't feel like you want to hurt them, but I feel like you don't want to talk to them. So you might not be quite as honest with them as you should be in the situation. I do feel like you're going to be moving forward, you know, towards something that you feel happy about. And you just don't have that loving feeling towards this person. The person in your energy, I do feel like they're still a little bit hopeful here that balance can be brought into the situation. I think that this communication is going to bring in, you know, a lot of conflict, though. And I feel like this person's not really willing to just completely let go of this. They're realizing that you have a choice between two people, but they think that you're a soulmate. They want to bring balance back in. They are looking at you as being a little bit of a player at this point, though. I do feel like they do have very supportive family or friends, and that's going to help, you know, to bring them balance. They're asking for justice in the situation, but to them, justice would be the two of you coming back together. This person literally feels like you were spiritually, you know, destined to be together, and this is what they're going to tell you. I don't think you want to hear it. In fact, it's going to make you angry. Whatever this person says to you is actually going to make you very angry. And that's where that conflict is going to come from. So just be careful, because I do see them approaching you, wanting clarity, wanting truth, wanting, you know, to balance this out, trying to convince you that the connection should still remain. And I feel like you be careful that you're not mean-spirited when you talk to this person, because it's not a good look, Sagittarius, and I think you would regret it at the end of the day. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, underlying energy, and it tells me that, you know, there's going to be a lot of anxiety here on your side as well. You know, this thing is very unbalanced in how it has gone down. So there is a lot of anxiety, and I do feel like, you know, you're making changes, but maybe the changes were not implemented in the best of ways. So, all right, I'm going to pull a oracle card, pulling for Sagittarius. Pulling for Sagittarius. There we go. All right, you have number 35. Now that condenses to an 8, and that's generally about walking away from things that are not serving you, which is what you did. It's called the Forbidden Forest. It's about bravery, persistence, and redemption. It says, you are so brave to keep on going the way you do. So let me read that. Hang on just a second, guys. All right. Your affirmation says, I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in that dark and forbidden forest. The place, it is said, where you might not survive. The place, they say, that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return and revive it. Doing the same hard thing not once but twice is not easy to do. Even if it is just reimagining it in your head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you're in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner gifts you so rightfully deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you've been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time. Even if you need to ask others for help, that is brave too, because every hero needs an ally. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, namaste.